she slapped the out of me, like for real. And you get a moment where I go, woo! And I stayed in it.
It was so loud. And I thought, oh my God, I really smacked him like hard. And I'm so sorry. And I said, Tay, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. And I was thinking, he is not good.
I was pissed. I was like, I'm never gonna work with her again. You know, how unprofessional.
Y'all can say what y'all want about Taraji P. Henson, but one thing she's going to do every single time is put her foot down when she knows that she's been done dirty by someone in the industry. Now that Nia Long is out here supporting, or after she called out the pay disparity in Hollywood, Taraji is saying, no thank you to all the fake love because it's the same Nia that made working on Empire a nightmare and tried to take over. Taraji's place as the star of the show. Like, say what? We rarely see Taraji address issues that she's faced on set or with her co-stars. But when she does, you know, it's got to be something that cut her deeply. Now, Nia Long is a veteran actress. She's been gracing our screens for over 30 years, and in that time, she's earned a reputation for being someone that's difficult to work with. This was long before she and Taraji ever met on the set of Empire, by the way. During her reign as Hollywood's it girl, Nia was pigeonholed into certain roles and never really made her way into mainstream Hollywood. Name one Nia Long movie where she wasn't playing a girlfriend, an ex, or a mistress of some kind. Oh wait, she had a few leading roles here and there in movies like Love Jones, Fatal Affair, Secret Laughter of a Woman, and the MJ biopic. But the majority of her roles have been supporting or guest roles for most of her career. And word is, Nia really wanted to become more mainstream and hoped that the movie she did with Jude Law, called Alfie, would be the very thing to put her out there. But that absolutely bombed in theaters, and word is she's been salty ever since known. To take it out on other actresses she thinks get roles that she deserves. I mean, do you all remember when she tried to come for Zoe Saldana when she was cast in Avatar? She said, I've been passed over on things for sure. Like, why wasn't I considered for Avatar? I think Zoe's amazing, but I wasn't even a topic of discussion. You know, Nia also had something to say about Halle Berry and Queen Latifah. Back in the day when she allegedly said that there were more black actresses who needed to work more than Halle and Queen Latifah. She also claimed that it was Halle's job to pull other black actresses up and was disappointed in her for not doing. So, child, some even said that Nia Long wanted to play Drew Barrymore's part in Charlie's Angels, and she really felt like she was being blackballed in Hollywood. So, when Taraji's name started making waves in Hollywood, you can bet that Nia Long had some words for her too. She was allegedly going on and on about how Taraji didn't deserve the opportunities she was getting and how it was surprising that Hollywood embraced her. So when Nia Long and Taraji had to come together to shoot a couple of episodes for Empire, it didn't go well at all. During season 3 of Empire, Nia landed a recurring role as Lucius's ex, this cold-blooded queenpin, and her character, Juliana, was going head-to-head with Cookie. Nia was brought in partially due to her closeness with Terrence Howard, but as soon as she came on, her nose was in the air and she tried to play it off like she was the bigger star on set. She was always showing up late for her scenes, to the point where the producers had to use stand-ins so that Taraji and Terrence could rehearse their scenes. When she finally showed up on set, she was taken to hair and makeup to get ready, and she was allegedly extremely rude and standoffish to the crew. They were just trying to do their job. If she found any issue with the way her hair or makeup was done, she would give everyone a hard time until she got her way. It got to the point where the hair and makeup team launched a formal complaint against her, and this was the only time they ever did that. Which is crazy when you consider the countless stars that guest starred. From Demi Moore to Alicia Keys to Kelly Rowland and even Queen Naomi Campbell. News about how Nia was behaving on set started making its rounds. And things really came to a head when Nia was particularly late on set one day, and an actor straight up asked her,
"Why are you always on black people's time?"
Nia was definitely not expecting that, and went coastal on the actor. Everyone was just trying to calm her down and get things in order. Taraji chimed in too and allegedly said,
"Why are you so mad? Are you on your period?"
Maybe Taraji was just trying to lighten the situation. But what she said really added gasoline to the fire. Nia wasn't having it, and Taraji wasn't exactly backing down either. Remember that Nia had been behaving badly toward the cast and crew this whole time. Everyone who had worked with Taraji always talked about how protective she was of the people she worked with, especially the crew. She was once a lesser-known actor and knows exactly how those people are treated by actors and actresses who think that they are beneath them. In Taraji's book, she talked about how she started out as an extra on Malcolm X and other films. They would tell them that certain perks or privileges or treatment were reserved for SAG actors or the bigger stars. Because of that experience, Taraji always tries to make sure that everyone is treated well. So Nia pulling up to the Empire set as a guest star and acting this way wasn't going to work with her at all. Taraji made sure to remind Nia that she was the star of the show while Nia was number 2 on the call sheet, okay? And according to a crew member, Nia was butthurt by this. She felt disrespected by Taraji and flat out refused to shoot scenes with her because her ego had been hurt. Producers had to look for ways to shoot their scenes separately and work hard to manage the big egos in the room between the two of them. This was more than just how the crew was treated. Both actresses wanted to be the star of the show. And when Nia came along, she had her own idea about how things should play out. A source said tensions calmed between them towards the end of the season. But it comes down to the fact that both of them had been in the industry for so long and both wanted to be the star. Unfortunately for Nia, Taraji was the star of Empire, and no one and nothing will ever change that. Nia came with her own ideas, and they weren't having it. So as soon as season 3 wrapped, everyone knew there was no way Nia could return for season 4. But even when her time on Empire was done, the drama wasn't over just yet. There were reports that Nia threatened to sue production because of an improper goodbye. When a guest star is done with their final scene, an assistant director will call out the actor and everyone will applaud them as they make their way off the set. But when Nia was done, the assistant director was allegedly busy helping Terrence Howard look for some Benadryl to treat an allergic reaction. And he was still distracted by the time Nia left. As soon as she walked out, she told someone in production that she was going to sue the show because the goodbye was in her contract. But girl, there wasn't anything like that in there. When news came out about Nia being a nightmare to work with, she dismissed it by saying that she always treated everyone with respect and was professional. But just everyone can't be lying on you. Honey got
a bit of a challenge as
Yeah,
well.
well, yeah, she was a challenge up here a little bit.
She was, yeah.
Nia didn't want us to record her or nothing at first.
Nia even tried to get ahead of the situation, and she said,
We open doors for brown girls to be exactly who we are, and that's beautifully complicated. And so it's been a blessing and a curse because here's what I do know. Nia Long knows her light. Nia Long knows her makeup. Nia Long knows her hair. And you probably can't talk me into something else unless you show me. If you want to call that difficult, then sorry.
but all she did was confirm that she was a diva and she's making no apologies for it. She's not willing to be flexible unless you bend over backwards to convince her. And yeah, that would make her difficult to work with. So it's easy to see why Taraji still doesn't like her. And trust the internet stays dragging Nia by her edges. 10 people don't tell the same lie. And this has been said about her from multiple people on different occasions. You could tell there was an issue with the body language and the rest of the cast. She seems entitled and diva-like. I am team Taraji all the way. She's an amazing actress. Nia may be pretty on the outside, but that inside needs work. So what do you all think about this? Sound off in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.